Happy Earth Week, 5th graders. So we are working on idioms related to nature or earth. So we have go to the ends of the earth to do everything possible to achieve something. Have a green thumb means to have an unusual ability to make plants grow or to be good at gardening. Today we have be or become second nature. So the word nature is here. Be or become second nature. So to be, if something is second nature to you or if something becomes second nature to you, this is what we're talking about. So literally here is second place, second in line, whatever the case. Here's an image of nature, beautiful mountains and a lake. It doesn't have anything to do with the literal meaning. So something that is second nature to you is something you have done so often that you do it almost without thinking. So if something becomes second nature to you, it is easy for you to do. You can do it without thinking. Or if something is second nature to you, you can do it easily. So here's a sentence. I haven't been on my bike in months. But riding a bike is second nature to me. As soon as I start riding, it'll be fine. So let's say you haven't played Among Us or Roblox in a really long time. You pick it up again. You can say, oh yeah, I remember this. It's like second nature. So if something is easy to you, it's second nature. Let's say now that we've been doing a lot of fraction work, we did that previously, we can say, oh, adding and subtracting fractions is second nature. Multiplying is second nature to me, and it's really easy. We are working on the suffix ment, which means action. It makes words into nouns. Achievement, something important that you succeed in doing by your own efforts, is an achievement. The action of achieving something is an achievement. An arrangement are plans and preparations that you must make so that something can happen. It's also an agreement, something that has been organized or agreed upon. And here today we have the word agreement. Sentences. My dad made an agreement to work for the company for another month to finish the project. So this definition is an arrangement or promise to do something made by two people, companies, or organizations. Second example. My sister and I have an agreement on which YouTuber is the best. This is when people have the same opinion as each other. You have an agreement. You agree on something. You share the same opinion. We are working on the Greek root geo, which means earth. A geologist is someone who does. A person who studies rock, soil, etc. that make up the earth and all of the way and of the way they have changed since the earth was formed is a geologist. They study geology. They study rocks and soil. A geode is a small cavity or opening in a rock lined with crystals. Geometry. The study in mathematics of the angles and shapes formed by the relationships of lines, surfaces, and solid objects in space. So we are learning geometry now, aren't we? So we have learned quadrilaterals and triangles and how to classify polygons. We're learning volume, which is part of geometry. So geo means earth, and metry is also a Greek root that means measurement. So you might be wondering, why does this have to do with earth? Well, the origin of geometry is that a Greek mathematician named Euclid, so many thousands of years ago, decided that he wanted to measure the earth. So that's how this came about. So to try to measure earth by its shapes and lines and such. So here is a visualization of the root, right? We've got triangles and labeling of the sides and the angles, and here are geometric shapes. So sometimes we say, these are geometric shapes. Quadrilaterals and triangles and pentagons and hexagons and octagons are geometric shapes. Sentence. We studied quadrilaterals and triangles in our geometry lesson. We learned the attributes of the polygons and how to classify them. Now, remember, we're going to continue working on homographs. Homo means same, graph means right. Words that are written the same but have different meanings are also multiple meaning words. So today, when you look at the words, there's one called moped, and actually it's written the same, but there's two pronunciations, moped and moped. So what does it mean if somebody's moping around? It means they're sad and depressed. But a moped is a type of vehicle, a motorcycle, kind of like a motorcycle. So I wanted to say that because it might be hard to pronounce. So it means they're written the same, but it doesn't mean that they're pronounced the same. Okay? So we're working on homographs, 5th graders, again, and geo, and meant, and all idioms related to earth and nature. Great job.